Hey, what's going on, guys? Bringing you guys a quick little video, just super quick, just for some of you guys that are working on cars out there, just to make the process go by a little bit faster. It's going to be a 2007, a 2012, and this is a Nissan Versa 1.8. We're going to be changing out the tensioner pulley. The tensioner pulley is going to be literally the tensioner with the pulley. Okay, so the size that I use, well, first of all, what we're going to start with is you're going to want to take out the motor mount. This is the motor mount assembly right here. You're going to want to take out the whole assembly. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts, and then you're gonna have the top mount right here as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 16 millimeters, and then it's gonna be 2 18s. There's gonna be an 18 right here and an 18 right here. This one goes here onto the frame on top of that motor mount. So just to make it plain and simple, just take off the whole assembly here, but remember to jack up the car, jack it up, put your jack stands. You're gonna want to put another jack on the motor itself so you can lower it. I got it really low. You can do it from the top. The way I did it is I took off the tensioner pulley from the top, and then I installed it. After that, I dropped the motor all the way down. Now that I dropped it down, I'm going to be installing the belt back to where it was. So there's the new idler pulley, tensioner pulley with the idler on it. So the way the belt goes on is, I don't know, I should have drew you guys a little diagram, but literally it's really simple. It's a really small belt. You got AC, you got crankshaft, you got the AC, then it goes under to the tensioner, over to the alternator, back down, and then to put it, you have to do the tension, of course, but it goes back down like this. So after you do it like that, you put tension on here, which I believe it's a 12 or 13 millimeter. I think it was a 13 when I did it last time. It's a 13. Put tension on it, and then you're not going to want to do the AC one last. If anything, you could do either the water pump one last, which around the belt around this one last, or you can possibly even do this one last if you can, or even the alternator one. But I would aim for one down here. It's really simple. I started questioning myself as well. Does it need to be positioned a certain way? Yes and no. There's only one way it could go, and you're gonna be putting tension on it regardless. So once you have it installed, you'll see if anything's wrong. This tensioner pulley costs about like 30-40 bucks. We got it on Amazon. 30-40 bucks, came in about like 2-3 days with Amazon Prime. It's a pretty good deal, because the old tensioner pulley that it had, what had happened was I did a serpentine belt job for my customer, and I don't know why it's always like this, but every time you mess with something else ends up going wrong. The tensioner was not making any noise before doing the serpentine belt. After I did the serpentine belt, it started making noise, and then there's a spring in here. It was just wobbling like crazy. So this one just had no more tension on it. So the car has 220,000 miles on it. So and this is the original part. So I'm sure it was just because it's old already. But that's just a little quick tips for whoever's doing the job on this. If you're doing it by yourself, DIY, or if you're a mechanic and needed tips. Even me, I've been a mechanic 10 years this month coming up. And even then, I like to see some of your guys' ideas, just to see, because everybody has their own way of doing stuff. So you could always learn something every day. You could be in the business for 40 years. You're still going to learn something brand new every day. So this is just to help you guys out just a little bit. The screw for the tensioner is going to be a Torx bit T45. I had to use a breaker bar with it. I recommend putting maybe a little bit of PB blast. You don't want to break that screw in there because it's going to be a pain. On some of these cars, I actually seen that, because the motor's supposed to be a little bit more up. Right now I have it dropped all the way down, but I seen somebody was able to open it right here somehow. I don't know how the heck they did that, but me, I just lifted it up all the way and then dropped it. But I guess some people, you know, I don't know if they cut it open or what it is, because this is all metal right here. I see some guy bend it back. I mean, I don't recommend doing that. Yes, it's going to be quicker, but taking shortcuts like that is never a good idea. So that's the whole reason for the purpose of the video, so you guys can get an idea of what's going on, how to do it, points and tips and all that. But I hope this video helps you guys out, and thank you for watching.